They shot Charlie Kirk in Utah. Not in metaphor, not as a meme, not in some online spat. A real bullet, a real man, blood spilled on the grounds of a college campus while he was speaking. Sound familiar? It should. And before anyone tries to twist this, this is not okay. This is not excusable. This is not something you smirk about online. This is a line crossed in blood. You don't have to like Charlie Kirk. You don't have to agree with him. That's your right. Argue with him, protest him, debate him until you're hoarse. That's freedom. But a trigger pull? That's not freedom. That's not courage. That's cowardice. That's fascism with a scope. That was an assassination attempt dressed up as politics. And I say this as a fan of Kirk. No, I didn't agree with every word, but I admired that he spoke anyway. He stood up unafraid while others hid, and that's what makes this cut so deep. First, reports said that he was hit in the neck or side of the head. He collapsed mid-sentence, chaos, screams, students diving for cover. Then came hope, critical condition, rushed to the hospital, doctors fighting to save him. Headlines said expected to survive. They even had a suspect, a man reportedly identical to the one who weeks earlier tried to pick a fistfight with Kirk, from macho posturing to pulling a trigger. But hope died with him. Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, co-founder of Turning Point USA, pronounced dead. And that reality should make every single American shiver. Not just conservatives, not just his fans, every single one of us. Because when a man can be gunned down in broad daylight, as has been shown in the past again and again, over and over, mid-sentence for nothing more than speaking, then none of us are safe. This is not partisan. Don't you dare make it partisan. This is human dignity. This is the bare minimum standard of civilization. If bullets become punctuation marks in our politics, then the book of America is already over. If assassination replaces argument, then democracy is a lie we tell ourselves while blood runs in the streets. And to the ghouls laughing online, mocking this, you are the rot. You are maggots feasting on a nation's corpse. You mistake cowardice for wit. You are not brave. You are carrion eaters, and history will remember you that way. And here's what the shooter didn't understand. Killing Charlie Kirk didn't erase him. It's multiplied him. Because now Kirk isn't just a man. He's a martyr. His blood consecrates the stage he fell on. His silence now speaks louder than any speech he could have given. Martyrs are not defeated by death. They are amplified by it. Every person who once shrugged at his words will now listen harder. Every young man and woman who sat in that crowd will carry the image of Kirk collapsing, and they will remember what he stood for. The bullet was meant to silence him. Instead, it carved his name into history. You cannot assassinate an idea. You can only turn its messenger into a symbol. And Kirk is now that symbol, not just in conservative politics, not just of Turning Point USA, but of the basic, bloody truth that free speech is under fire in America, and one man paid for it with his life. Charlie Kirk's death isn't isolated. It's the fruit of years of dehumanization. We've been trained to see the other side not as opponents, but as enemies. Not just wrong, but evil. Not misguided, but monsters. And when you preach that long enough, when you feed that into the cultural bloodstream, someone eventually decides the answer is a rifle. But hear me, once you normalize assassination, it doesn't stop with your enemies. Violence is wildfire. Today it's Kirk, tomorrow it's someone you agree with. And once that fire spreads, you don't get to control where it burns. This is the line. Either we rise now, all of us, and say no more political violence, or we are finished. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to wait for more facts. The fact is, a man is dead for speaking. The fact is, America has now entered the era of public assassinations. The fact is, democracy cannot survive this. Charlie Kirk's death isn't just a headline. It's a warning. a red line drawn in blood. If we don't stand now, we fall. If we stay silent, we surrender. If we cheer, we're complicit. Kirk's name will outlive the man who shot him. His death will outshine the cowardice that tried to silence him, and his legacy now burns brighter than ever because the bullet made him a martyr. This has been Cal Van Starling. Rage, repent, rise.